Is this the best MMO co-op free game to be released yet? Come dive in with me to find out. You might be misled and mistaken like I was, but is it worth it? Hey guys, welcome back to another Games Trials video. We are on the search to find a grounded and immersive action RPG and MMO. Can today finally be that day? Let's jump straight into our new find and new release, Where Winds Meet. This game is a martial arts open world action RPG. It's utterly beautiful, it's a stunning piece of art, and it's based in the 10th century ancient China. In this game, we are essentially assuming the role of a young swordsmaster as we embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries of our own identity through an epic journey east. From my perspective, the character creation system is an absolute masterpiece. Sure, the UI has its quirks, occasionally buggy, occasionally moody, but the creative freedom it offers is next level. The pre-made characters alone are jaw-dropping. Some of you out there clearly operating on a whole different artistic plane, and I love it. So thanks for sharing your creations, but seriously, you are making the rest of us look pretty basic. One thing I really appreciate is the ability to switch seamlessly between male and female characters and then fine tune every single feature. You're not just building a hero, you are sculpting a story. What really stood out to me was the option to create more weathered, realistic characters. You can tweak the skin to look sun worn or battle hardened rather than defaulting to flawless supermodels, which traditionally is what we seem to find. That kind of detail, it shows that the devs care, and I wish more games pretty much followed suit. Hair and apparel are beautifully done too, flowing robes, intricate textures, and some seriously majestic locks. That said, I do wish that there were more short hair options, but hey, considering the historical setting, I get it. Big hair was probably the absolute vibe. Alright, so let's talk quests. Honestly, they're fine. They're not bad, but they're not groundbreaking. Just very much what you would expect from an open world setup. You can tell that the system is built to support exploration, with a UI that lets you dial in how much guidance that you want. You can sort of go full GPS mode with detailed markers, or strip it back to near silence and figure things out for yourself. Some players will love that flexibility. Me, I'm a bit of a just tell me where to go and I'll explore later kind of guy. I like a clear path, especially early on, and in co-op mode, that lack of structure really shows. You end up wandering around in circles, chasing quest markers that feel like they're playing hide and seek, and it's not the most helpful experience when you're just trying to get stuff done. That said, the main story quests do have some standout moments. The cinematic cutscenes, the voiced NPCs, and a real sense of drama. It's clear that the devs put a lot of love into those, but outside the main path, the quality does dip. Side quests and random NPCs often feel like they were built on a tighter budget, which is a shame. It doesn't ruin the experience, but it does make the world feel a little bit uneven. Right now, the main story is holding my attention, but I'll be honest, I'm not too sure how much more staying power this game actually has once that has been done. If the side content doesn't step up, I'm gonna drift. And then again, my track record for finishing games is, let's call it, aspirational. So we'll see where we get to on this one. Combat in Where Winds Meet is, well, it's a beautiful nightmare. Visually, it's stunning, fluid animation, cinematic flair, and some seriously cool martial arts choreography. But actually playing it, that's where things get a little bit messy. I've tested both controller and keyboard and mouse, and honestly, it's a bit of a toss up. Each has its pros and cons, so it really comes down to the personal preference. That said, I found that the keyboard and mouse setup was noticeably more responsive, especially for archery and precision-based attacks. Controller input gave me those weird jitters, like the game couldn't quite keep up to the buttons that were being clicked on the controller. It might just be a bug that gets patched, but it definitely threw me off at first. When it comes to targeting, parrying, or deflecting, even a slight delay can be the difference between feeling like a Wuxia legend or getting absolutely bodied by a group of bandits. And speaking of groups, fighting multiple enemies early on is brutal. You don't have the tools yet to thin the herd quickly, so if you lose track of one guy, chances are that the others will make you pay for it. Maybe I'm just bad? Very possible. But I do think that the group combat should use a bit more balance. Your weapon choice really matters here. Some are faster, some hit harder, and some just feel a little bit better to use. I'd recommend experimenting early and tweaking your key bindings to find out what feels right. The martial arts system itself is actually pretty slick. There's lots of depth if you're willing to dig into it. Now, co-op combat. That's where things get chaotic in the wrong way. Trying to sprint near a teammate on a controller, you open their profile instead. Trying to loot a body, good luck, because you are accidentally clicking one of those 47 signposts that are scattered around the map. It's clunky, and I'll definitely be turning off some of those UI elements as soon as possible if that's a feature. Anyway, that leads us nicely into the next part of the video, exploration, and trust me, there's a lot to unpack there too. Exploration in Where Winds Meet is nothing short of a breathtaking. The sheer scale of the world and the variety of completion zones and the artistry in every single corner, from sweeping skylines to shadowy caves and ancient dungeons, make this one of the most visually stunning games that I have played in a very long time. Every frame feels like a painting. It's wild to think how far games have come, and for a relatively similar title to deliver something so beautiful. Hats off to the devs, seriously, you have outdone yourselves. Roaming through this world whilst chasing quests was a complete joy, and honestly, if you're a content creator, this game is an absolute goldmine. You could pause anywhere, snap a photo of your character, and it would look like a cinematic still. No two zones feel the same. There's a real sense of discovery around every bend. Yeah, there's a few copy paste camps scattered around, especially in this region, but even with that, the world feels alive and immersive. If you love wandering, soaking in the atmosphere, and tackling missions at your own pace, then this game delivers in spades. Now, I'd love to hear from you. If you spent time in Where Winds Meet, drop your wisdom in the comments, whether it's build advice, combat tips, or lore that I've clearly missed while sprinting past the monks. Got a favourite weapon setup, a skill combo that actually works in co-op chaos? Then let me know. I've been experimenting, but there's definitely room to refine things. Also, if you've uncovered any cool story moments, hidden zones, or just had a hilarious bug, feel free to share it. I want this channel to be a place where we learn and laugh together. Your insights make these videos better, and I'm always up for trying something new based on your suggestions. So, first impressions. Where Winds Meet has definitely surprised me. The world is absolutely stunning, the character creation is next level, and the martial arts combat, while a bit chaotic, is packed with potential. I've had moments of pure awe and moments of pure confusion. But honestly, that is part of the fun. There's a lot I still don't fully understand, like how co-op works without tuning into a scenic detour simulator, but I am genuinely excited to keep digging. The main story has me hooked. The world is begging to be explored, and I've barely scratched the surface of the skill system. Next up, I've just unlocked a grappling hook and a horse, so yeah, expect some high speed, high altitude nonsense in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out with me in Where Winds Meet. If you've enjoyed the chaos, the curiosity, or just the scenery, drop a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button for more adventures. This channel's all about learning together, laughing through the missteps, and celebrating the wins. So if you've got some tips, feedback, or just want to roast my combat skills gently, the comments are open. So next episode's shaping up to be wild, so stick around and we'll see where we go.